Okay, so I'm here with Casey Sadi. Show me your hands, Casey. Say hello. Lucas Pereira and Michael Bernal. We're going to be, well, these guys are going to be having a professional discussion with myself regarding Unit 1 Learning Outcome number 2, which is about knowing how to plan for activity sessions, which incorporates criterion 2.1 through to 2.6. So I'm going to start first of all with Casey. Just to give me an example, Casey, of give me a couple of examples of what a session plan should cover. So some of the things that you're going to have to plan for within the session.
In a session, you should always cover like the warm-up, as you don't want none of the kids that you're going to be teaching to pull a stitch or get injured if anything happens.
Okay, and then what will come after that?
After that, you get the main session, which gets them moving, gets them having fun.
Okay, and Lucas? Sorry, I'm gonna. I'll swap it around. Okay, Lucas, what will come after the warm up and the main session?
Cool down, and like the cool down is like for when they get home or something like that. They don't feel any pain in none of their members or something like that.
Okay.
But before we start the lesson, we should make sure we got all the material. Make sure the place is safety and those things.
Okay, and Michael, what else might you cover within the session plan? So, what else will you need to think about in your session plan?
If there's any kid with any disability or something that, or their skills, like maybe they can't do some sports, and you have to try to get them involved.
What's the word I might be looking for? You might have to have some kind of
back planning. I don't know.
So a backup plan.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so Lucas, I'm going to come to you again. Can you give me tell me the importance of treating information of participants confidentially? So what you tell me, I will not repeat to anyone. Why is that so important?
We should keep that confidential, like kids' information confidential, because like example, it might be for us, it might be nothing yet about a thing, but for him might be very embarrassing or something like that, and he might not like to others to know, or like the thing might get him to be bullied or something like that.
Okay, fantastic. Casey or Michael, do you have anything to add with regards to that? No? Okay. Casey, how am I going to develop and check objective sequences and timings for a session?
By making a planning session, so whenever you're doing your session, you're not picking like random things that you really know what you're going to do. So you just when you get there, know what you're doing. There's no like messing about. You're straight to your point.
Okay, and Michael, how can I? So at the start of my session, you will have a plan, or you will have a plan for your objectives.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you going to check that they have been achieved or completed? What are you going to do?
I might do try to get some feedback from the kids if it was fun or if they enjoyed it.
And how can you get the feedback? What can you do? How can you get their feedback? How are you going to know if they've enjoyed it or not?
Ask them.
Okay, that's fine. And Michael, I'll come back to you. How will you find out about equipment and facilities that will be available to you within the session you're going to use?
You might ask the teachers or the school that you're going to teach them kids, or any member of the school that knows the school properly.
Okay, and Casey, when will this be done?
These lessons.
Like when will you try and find out about the equipment and facilities available?
Oh, before your lesson. So
An hour before?
a day before.
A day? Okay.
Before the lesson.
Okay. And Lucas, can you give me specific examples of circumstances that might change and how to plan for these. So what could affect your session and how can you plan for those?
Example, if I make a planning session to play football with the kids outside, and for some reason starts raining, I should have a backup plan, a planning session, so I could do something with the kids inside without they like notice that we were about to go outside or something, so they don't ask why or why we are not doing that and those things.
Perfect. And finally, between you, can you outline why it is important to get the approval of a colleague responsible for the program? So somebody,
Yeah, basically.
without saying basically.